What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Guys Talking Sportscast. We got a whole lot on the damn palette for you.
Oh yeah, we got the UFC 299 card breakdown. We got Jake Paul's next fight that he announced today.
That was crazy.
And then we got my good old parlay for the UFC 299 card.
That money maker, that damn hitter.
Yep.
So we're gonna do just so everybody gets a little flow here. We're gonna break down the whole card. We'll go through the whole main card. Me first, then him. We'll get the whole shebang, and you can, and we'll see who is closer. A little friendly competition, I think.
Well, mine better be close, because boy, oh boy, my
you're
parlay.
moneying on this hoe. I'm just going off of what I think. I'll put my reputation on the line. My damn reputation.
I'm putting that good old fucking moolah on the line.
All right, give me the damn card opener. Who we got?
Right,
Who we got
Peter
opening the main
Yan
card?
versus Song Yadong.
Yan versus Song Yadong. I think Peter Yan is he's older, dude. I think he had a very good peak in his career where you saw the Aljo fight. You saw he was winning up until the legal knee. You saw him with this incredible boxing, incredible pace. Dude was so sharp, elusive. Peter Yan legitimately looked like he's going to dominate that division for a while. But then he suffers that DQ loss to Aljo, lose to Aljo again, and it's almost like he just hasn't been the same since. But I like it. I like his style for this fight. I like the matchup. So I'm going to be taking Peter Yan by decision. I think Yan gets it done. I think he outboxes him. I think he's sharper. I think he shows us some more of that vintage footwork that he had, where he was cutting off the cage, setting traps. And I think Yan gets it done. I think it goes to decision. I could see a knockdown. I could see him using the wrestling maybe a little bit, but I think Yan gets it done by decision.
All right, we got Gilbert Burns versus Jack Della.
Ooh. This was tough because Jack is he's your prospect. I mean, Dana's hot. Everybody's hot on Jack. So I looked at it as more of like a stylistic. Because Gilbert Burns is older, but if I'm going to look at them, both are going to get in there, do what they do. They're going to both have, the capability to execute their game plan. Jack should get him on the feet. Jack should have every advantage there. And we haven't seen him grapple a lot, but who knows what's there. But I think Gilbert Burns is going to show some of that pace. He's going to put him in a corner. He's going to really get dirty with him. He's going to shoot the takedowns. He's not even going to get everyone, but I think he's going to really push him into the corner. I think Gilbert Burns is going to show some pace and start ripping at the body. I think we'll see some of those vintage Gilbert Burns leg kicks that we haven't seen since that Usman fight. I like Gilbert Burns by round 2 submission. I think we're going to see him put a hard pace on him in the first round. I think we're going to see it go back and forth. I think Gilbert gets him down on the fence. And I could see like a rear naked choke working into that, possibly like an arm triangle. So I'm going to go Gilbert Burns, round 2 submission.
All right, we got good old Kevin Holland versus Michael Page.
This is dead ass my favorite fight on the card. This is tough because we haven't seen it. This is the whole Michael Chandler, Ben Askren. We haven't seen him against UFC level guys. So it was tough. It was tough to look at this fight. So Kevin Holland is long, tall, thin, hasn't shown the best takedown defense, but nobody expects this to go to the ground. So then you just look from a striking perspective. I favor Michael Page in power. I favor him in explosivity. The only thing I really like Kevin Holland in this fight is that he's long. He should be able to outbox him. He should have the better technique. Michael Page, I think, moves better. I think he's more elusive. It's a little controversial, I'm not gonna lie, because Kevin Holland is, he's a love guy. Yeah. So I think that might maybe helps him. But I know most people probably have Holland in this fight. Michael Venom Page, round 2 knockout.
Really?
Cold. I think he puts him to sleep. I think we're gonna see one of those Bellator vintage Michael Venom Page flying knees. We're gonna see him hit him. We're gonna see him. We're gonna see that karate stance, kind of that 2014, 2015 McGregor style, just in, out, slip, get your angle, counter. I'm going to take Michael Venom Page, second round knockout.
All right, Dustin Poirier.
To me, it's crazy that St. Denis is a favorite. How? I don't understand how.
Younger version of him.
Yes, but I mean, I guess the only thing you can cite is the Poirier knockout to Gaethje that he's coming off. But this one was kind of easy for me. I think we're gonna see, a Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje one style fight where it's gonna go back and forth. Both guys are gonna have success, but I think we're gonna see Dustin Poirier really pour it on. Coming to the end of the second round and into the third round, we're gonna see some of that championship pedigree. We're gonna see that experience. We're gonna see that Dustin Poirier still has phenomenal defense. I don't think he gets clipped. I don't think he gets knocked down. I think Poirier drowns him. I think he takes him to deep water, drowns him. So I'm going to take Dustin Poirier round 3 TKO. I think he gets him around the 3-4 minute mark up against the cage, pours it on. Ref comes and stops it. So I like Poirier by round 3 TKO.
All right, we got Sugar Sean versus
that main event, that big fight. So I'm going to caveat, because it's Sean O'Malley, with barring any injury. I like Sean O'Malley on the feet. And honestly, I like Sean O'Malley on the ground. I think Cheeto is bigger. Cheeto might be able to put him up against the fence and control a clinch. I think if it got to the ground, I like Sean's jiu-jitsu there. I like that he's a smaller guy. I kind of like that I think he'd be more escapable. We haven't seen it a lot, but it's the same thing with Israel Adesanya in that Kelvin Gastelum fight. Smaller guy. It became very hard to hold him down and control him while, Gastelum burned out trying to take him down. So I think we're going to see something kind of similar to that, where it's not going to be your Sean, going between the legs, throwing these crazy counters and kicks and whatnot. I think we're going to see Sean outbox him for about 2 to 3 rounds. I can see Cheeto getting him down once, maybe stealing round 3, round 4 just from ground control. And I think Sean can get it done. I don't think he can get it done by knockout. I don't see that happening. So I'm going to go Sean O'Malley by majority decision. I think one judge gives it to Cheeto. I like that I like that.
So I got everyone on you basically the same other than Kevin Holland.
Okay.
I think Kevin Holland's Kevin Holland and motherfucker gonna get it done.
Start with your first fight, buddy.
Peter Yan. I'm just saying I have everything as you. Literally everything.
Just go through it.
I got Peter Yan beating Song Yadong. I think it's gonna be close. I think it'll go to decision. I got Burns over Della. I'm just a huge Burns guy. I like him. Kevin Holland over Michael Page, because Kevin Holland, I'm on that hype train. Love him. Poirier, I think it is the Saint Denis. Yeah, Denis. I think he's a younger version of Poirier. I could see that going either way. I think it's going to be a very close fight. I think it's going to go to a decision. It's going to be split. And I think Poirier, just because I like him a little more. And then, of course, I got to ride with my good old pink shorts Sugar Show. I think he's going to get it done by a KO.
What round?
I'm going to say round 3.
You think Cheeto gets around before that? He wins a round, or do you think?
I think one's going to go to Sean. Cheeto's going to get 2. It's going to be close, but he pulls away with it at the end. And then I think Sean's just, how he is. He can put people out, and I think it's going to happen. It's hard for people to believe, but I think that I can see it. Just a clean shot right to him, and it's going to drop him.
So Cheeto has a good chin. He's never been knocked out. He's been dropped, never knocked out. I struggle to see where Sean... I don't struggle to see where Sean could drop him. I struggle to see where Sean can finish him. Because I think we're going to see kind of like I don't know if you remember Cody Garbrandt versus Dominic Cruz. Well, Dominic Cruz was kind of known as this guy who was very elusive on the feet, good footwork, but could get you down and could hold you down. So Cody knocked him down numerous times throughout that fight. Refused to go to the ground with him. Refused. Eddie Alvarez, Conor McGregor. Conor knocked him down several times. It was known Eddie could hold Conor down. We haven't seen Conor really in that area outside of Chad Mendez on the ground. So Conor would drop him, just tell him to get right back up. So I see that with Sean. I could easily see Sean dropping him. I just don't think he's going to go to the ground with him. I think he'll happily take that 10-8 round. I just don't think Sean is going to risk going to the ground and getting out grappled, and then, a 10-8 turns into a 10-9 win or a 10-9 loss if Cheeto can reestablish control and dominate that round from wherever Sean drops him. So I think you see a fight very similar to, like, I'd compare it more to Garbrandt Cruz rather than McGregor Alvarez, but within that realm of he's not going to go to the ground with him if the opportunity presents itself.
I think he'll give him a ground and pound. I think Sean has a plan, like I say with every fighter, and I don't think that his plan's going to be to let that go full 5 rounds.
I mean, that's a tough fight to see through because you could see Cheeto really laying down and saying, look, I'm just going to take you down. And that's the game plan he stays with. You could see Cheeto saying, all right, well, I beat you off the feet last time, I'm going to do it again. My problem isn't I don't know how Sean's going to approach the fight. My problem is how the hell is Cheeto going to approach the fight?
Yeah. Sugar Sean actually just had an interview. And they were like, could you see the fight lasting all 5 rounds? And he was like, a lot of people say it, and I can see why they say it because he has a hard chin. He said, but it ain't lasting. He said, I'm going to go in there. And he said, I'm going to put him lights out. That was his words. I'm putting him lights out.
We'll see. I mean, like I said, I don't think he's going to put a drop shot on him where it's just sparks him, hits, hits the canvas completely out cold. I think if it were to get finished, it'd be a TKO. I don't think he puts him out cold, but like he ain't going McGregor Aldo shot him where it's just one shot, night. But I mean, that could go a lot of ways,
bro.
Oh, I know shit happens. I'm not completely disqualifying you. I'm just saying I think Sean is going to go in there with a higher level of pedigree where he's going to be a lot more careful where he lets that fight go to.
That makes sense.
All right, on to some other fight shit. Jake Paul announced his fight. I know you're the senior advisor of Jake Paul here, so you go ahead and give your opinion on that.
He's versus Mike Tyson.
Iron Mike.
I think it's a dumb decision.
Really?
I think yes. Yes, he's 60 years old, 59 years old. But if you look at him still train, he looks dangerous. He looks scary. I think Jake's pushing his limits a little too far here. I think it's cool because that was like his childhood, like who he looked up to in ways is Mike Tyson, and he said that in the YouTube video he just put out about announcing the fight. But I don't think it was a smart idea on his decision. I think the smartest idea for him was if he's chasing a title, keep going for that. Because what does this do for you, really? It's not going to put you any closer. And if anything, if you get dropped or you lose it, it's going to put you further back.
Right. Okay, so I have a question. So we didn't know that there was any, fuel behind a Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight. But we saw Ryan Garcia call out Jake. Who would you rather him fight? Who does he have a better chance to beat? Mike Tyson at 57 or however old he is? Or Ryan Garcia in his prime?
Mike Tyson. 100%. I just thought it was smart of him to keep going the route he's going down. Improve fighters slowly towards your title like you want, but don't go off that line like he's doing. If you want that title and you say you want it in a year or two, he said, I think, continue to do that. Because what does this do for you?
Right.
So as a Jake Paul fan and kind of supporting him because what he's done for boxing, I think it wasn't the best decision for him. I think it was more of him being like, hey, I get to be in there with my idol,
right,
who I looked up to.
Right.
I don't think he thought about, this is going to help me towards my title at all.
Yeah, I mean, it helps because it's a big name, very similar to like having Ben Askren on your resume, Tyron Woodley, whoever he put on his resume that just has a name. It adds a sort of mental validity, I guess you'd say. I don't love it. It's a tough out, dude. It's a tough fucking out.
I mean, yes, you get to be in there with your idol, but yes, the money's good. But where's the, Where's the win in that? Like, yeah, you can say you beat him, and yeah, I dropped Mike Tyson, but where's the win of I'm going to get that title? Still, I'm on that page because, like you said, you think it could help because of the name. I I mean, it could help a little bit, but it's not gonna help as much as him going up to a pro boxer that's instead of 18-4, 18-6, whatever this last guy was, go up to like 32-1, 32-2, because any pro boxer will fight you. That's not like Canelo or anything right now.
Right. That Canelo's a dumb fight. Okay, for those who don't know, Jake Paul today comes out earlier this morning, tweets out, "All right, I'm gonna fight Mike Tyson. It's gonna be so." What I think is cool is the fight's gonna be free for all Netflix subscribers.
Yep.
So I mean that's 265 million people with access to this fight. So I think that is cool that he did that. But announcing, "Hey, I'm gonna fight Mike Tyson," and where this is the same thing with Canelo, bro. Where's the win?
That's what I'm trying to say.
So
The win for him at this point is, hey, I knocked out Mike Tyson.
But even still, like I get that's a win for the resume, like I said. But you knock out Mike Tyson, people are gonna say, "Oh, cool, you knocked out a fucking 60-year-old, way out of his prime, who does not fight nearly as often as you." Okay, let's say you go in there and you get mopped by Mike Tyson. He knocks your ass out.
You're done.
All right, you just got fucking knocked out by 60-year-old Mike Tyson, and you're about to go compete with Canelo Alvarez. You're done. Okay, let's say you lose a close decision, very similar to Tommy Fury. You couldn't get 60-year-old Mike Tyson out of there. You're done.
Yes.
The only way he's not done fighting after this is beating him, and even then, it's like there's so much critique to that. It's like you beat a 60-year-old. It's not that. It's not something that you're tipping your cat at saying this is why I deserve a title shot.
No. I do want to say there has been a little bit of trash talk between Mike and Jake in the last 7 months. Mike's gone on a couple of shows and he said, "Hey, Jakey, come on, bring it on." Called him other names and stuff. And of course, Jake's gonna trash talk back.
Right.
So there's a little bit of there that I think of, oh, Mike Tyson's calling me out. I'm not going to just sit there and let him call me out and not do something about it. I have a question, though.
What?
You think they sell out that
Cowboys
Arena?
Yeah, they'll sell out AT&T, Jerry World. They'll sell that shit out. I bet you we're going to get a whole bunch of Cowboy players there. We'll see CeeDee Lamb pop his head. We'll see Stephon Gilmore, Deron Bland in there. Yeah, they'll be there. I think they sell it out relatively easily. I think, okay, this is a little, it's not off topic because it's Jake Paul, but I think his fight should have been, so he's coming off a win. People are now intrigued again. People are now looking at him as, okay, he looked good. That was a dominant performance. Whether you saw it or not, if you see it, you're like, okay, he beat a fucking stepdad. But nonetheless, I think he should have fought his brother.
Logan Paul?
Logan versus Jake.
They've already shut that down.
Why?
They've shut it down. The
Why?
parents won't let it happen.
Oh, mommy's controlling at 28 years old?
I honestly wish that Tommy Fury would have accepted the 20 mil to fight him again. I actually want to see that fight again. I want to see if Tommy looks better, if Jake looks better, or what's the comparison there.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what I was hoping for, because he said he had a big announcement, and he's been talking to Tommy.
This is big.
But, I mean, you've been going on the internet saying, "Hey, Tommy, I offered you 20 mil, sign the contract." I thought it was going to be like Tommy Fury, someone, because he wants to get ranked. And the only one that he's actually was going to get ranked off of was Tommy Fury.
Right. Dude, he's in a tough spot where you either have to jump up in competition, you're not going to receive any backlash, but then it's so high risk, or you keep doing what you're doing and fighting these guys who are either out of their prime, they don't do that, they're somewhat in their prime, but they come from a different sport, MMA, or, he's in a hard situation to choose an opponent within the confines of a smart business decision.
Yeah, I think maybe after that last fight, Which he already had contract signed, obviously, because they said in his warm-ups, those workouts, one of his team members told someone that they had a big announcement Monday. So he already had shit ready to go to announce.
Right.
I think that it was more of a money move here than anything. I don't know if his hopes are kind of gone for the title. I think he still believes it. I just think that he knew what he was doing and he took a step off that path for a reason. Who knows the reason?
I have a question. What happened in Diaz versus Jake in PFL? Wasn't Jake Paul supposed to fight Nate Diaz in MMA?
They were still talking about it. They're still trying to get shit figured out. I think right now, if Jake loses to Tyson here, he'll go to the PFL. I think it's going to take another big loss for him to get out of boxing and be like, all right, let's go to PFL, because he's signed.
Yeah.
He's a signed fighter for PFL right now.
I want to see Jake get twisted into a pretzel by Nate Diaz.
I mean, he's going to get in there because he's signed a contract that says he has to fight. I think it was 3 fights.
Yeah.
So he has to. But same with Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano signed a contract for 3 fights, so she's got to too.
Right.
So I'm thinking that when Serrano announces her retirement fight and she does that, I think Jake and her will have the same fight card. I think they're going to keep it like that.
That'd be cool. All right. You want to get us into your picks for this weekend?
All right.
$2.99.
We got the parlay for UFC 299. 65-1 odds.
That's insane.
65-1 odds. All right, I got Peter Yan over Song. Burns over Della. Kevin Holland over Michael Page. Dustin Poirier versus over Saint.
You fucked it. He fucked it. Saint Denis.
Justin Poirier over Saint Denis. I'll repeat this one more time. In the Sugar Show, Sean O'Malley by TKO. All right, I'm going to repeat it one more time.
Give him the odds, dude. You got to give him that minus and plus.
I didn't write them down this time. I fucked up.
Do you want me to repeat the names?
let me pull up. I already got it down.
The names.
Yes, I'll tell you the odds. Give me 1 sec. I just had it up. I put this all in for you. All right, go ahead.
What do you want me to say?
Say the names of the fights.
And what
Okay, I'll do it. I got it. I got Kevin Holland minus 130.
There you go.
Gilbert Burns plus 145.
There you go.
Petey Yan minus 130.
All right.
Dustin Poirier plus 175.
Plus money.
And Sean O'Malley by TKO plus 215.
And there's your bet. How much they winning if they put 50 on it? 50.
If you put 50 on that exact bet.
Say 50.
50. You know what you walking away with?
What are you walking away
Some
with?
bank. $3,271.
Jesus.
But I think that this is going to hit. I think the only one that I would kind of be worried about is O'Malley putting him out, which they can always readjust to him just winning by decision or just money line. But I think there's a high chance that I'm going to risk it for the biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit. I'm in on that. I like that. I like MVP, but Holland, that's not something I'm going to be mad at. So I like that bet. All right, y'all. He's going to make you some money. We appreciate you tuning in. Anything else from you?
No, sir.
Nope. Little short one coming at y'all. We're going to be dropping. Make sure y'all stay tuned on the channel. We're going to be dropping some fight breakdown. Saturday, before 299, we're going to drop some fight breakdown. We're going to break down each fight on the main card. Make sure you tune up for that. Anything? You got anything to say to the people?
Stay tuned. My bets for the NBA Finals are coming up in the next couple weeks. I'll have them up and locked in.
All right.
Well, so stay tuned.
If you want to make some cash or, have to give your house back to the bank, stay tuned for him. All right. We appreciate y'all joining on this blessed Friday. We'll catch y'all tomorrow with some fight breakdown.